Hello, this is Jason Conder. On behalf of my colleagues at Geosyntech Consultants, Jennifer Arblaster and Emily Larson, and our collaborators at Colorado School of Mines, Chris Higgins and Julianne Brown, I'd like to thank you for visiting our SERDP project webpage. Our SERDP project presents a guidance document that provides a current overview of available methods, best practices, and key data gaps in assessing the potential for ecological risks associated with per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, also known as PFAS, to threatened and endangered species at sites impacted with aqueous film-forming foam, or AFFF. Our guidance document, which was completed in July of 2019, is intended to provide clear guidance to quantitatively evaluate ecological risks to PFAS and enable site managers to make defensible, risk-based management decisions using the best available information and approaches. Our key audience for the guidance is ecological risk assessors tasked with conducting assessments, although the guidance will also be useful to overall site managers as well as the broader environmental community involved in strategic management and research of PFAS. Much of this guidance can be applied for ecological risk assessments for common species. However, some of the quantitative ecological risk approaches are specifically configured for assessing U.S. federally listed threatened and endangered species present at AFFF sites. The guidance document focuses on three main technical topics. The first topic of the guidance discusses conceptual site models for PFAS exposures at AFFF sites. In general, off-site habitat and aquatic food webs down gradient of AFFF release areas are particularly susceptible to potential PFAS due to the soluble nature of PFAS and their ability to travel to these habitats via water transport. The second topic of the guidance presents a guide for PFAS exposure assessment, focusing on mammalian and avian wildlife exposure modeling. Traditional wildlife exposure assessments can use empirical bioaccumulation modeling of terrestrial and aquatic food webs, and in this section of the guidance we provide a recommended model approach and model parameters for estimating exposures. The third topic of the guidance presents information on PFAS effects assessment. In this section we discuss the effects of PFAS to mammalian and avian wildlife, providing specific recommendations on toxicity reference values that can be used in wildlife ecological risk models. In addition, we provide screening effect benchmarks for PFAS for aquatic life such as invertebrates and fish, terrestrial invertebrates, and terrestrial plants. In support of these technical topics, we have included comprehensive appendices detailing our review of over 250 studies, including over 1,300 bioaccumulation model parameters and over 200 toxicity values. Throughout the guidance, we provide recommendations on current best practices for PFAS ecological risk assessment, covering topics such as toxicity testing, measurement of PFAS in biological tissues, and conducting ecological evaluations. We also discuss approaches for managing PFAS risk assessment uncertainties, such as mixture toxicity when receptors are exposed to multiple PFAS or PFAS precursors. In addition to providing practical advice to ecological risk assessors, we also analyze key uncertainties and data gaps that currently present challenges for ecological risk assessments at AFFF sites, with the hopes that the research community can use our prioritized lists to help guide their future work. Again, thank you for visiting our SERDP project webpage, and we hope that this guidance document will be useful to you. It's the project team's hopes that this guidance document will enable initial risk-based decision-making at many of the AFFF sites and help guide ongoing and future research efforts to improve further assessment practices. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to me via my contact details provided on the webpage. Thank you.